Alright, I'm back, and it's been a while, but I've been working on some stuff, and I think it's pretty cool. Been doing some bees, little decoration. Um, as you can see, my fuel tank is almost empty, and that's because I AFK'd and forgot to pause, and when I came back, I was, like, after a whole day, like, I completely forgot. Cause I usually pause like this, so my stuff keeps running. But I got killed. I came back a day later. I was dead. All my stuff was gone. Tank was empty. This was empty. It was off. So I had to reboot the whole thing, which took a long time. It takes like 170,000 fuel to get back up to full speed because it's really inefficient at the beginning. But rejiggered the system a bit. It only uses filters now, which work just fine. And yeah, everything's back to normal. Without the managers, it works fine. I mean, this thing pumps through a sapling so fast, it doesn't really... The managers were overkill, basically, so... But it's all working. And what I've wanted to do for a long time is change this recipe to use capsules. Log earth. So, I basically want to use this recipe because I don't want to use anything that involves tin. That's just wasting my tin. Because it makes 8 instead of 6, and with the recipe for 6, eventually this thing runs out of dirt and sand. Because if it runs low on dirt, then tree farm starts running low because it can't get enough. It can't get enough dirt, and it's just a big. But it all revolves around this making 6 instead of 8. I think. I hope. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I needed the capsules, so I've been working on bees. I'll get to this in a second. But basically, got this thing called the bee database, or apiaries database. The best bee for making honeycomb that I've discovered is cultivated bee. 57.2 seconds per comb. The other ones are slower. So, been doing some breeding, some bee breeding, and it's pretty cool how this works. So, let's take these bees, for example. Been working. This is where I work on my new bees, and this is the automatic one. But anyway, you take this thing called the beealyzer, and I kind of went over this before in my other video before I reset. You basically it takes honey drops and it lets you identify the bees. And so this is what I was looking for, a bee that is got a long lifespan, works the fastest. It's not fastest, it's fast. And it makes 2 offspring, which is kind of nice for breeding because you can, if you get a really good drone out, then you can, you have 2 of them. But the cool thing about these ones is they're nocturnal. They work at night. And how I did this was I went around, because cultivated bees don't come as nocturnal by default. They just work during the day, and at night they stop working. But what I did was I was going around with the scoop, picking out beehives, and for those that don't know, scoop looks like this, and you basically just use it to pop open beehives. And there's actually one down here. Oops. I think I can see it from here. Nope. I found one here. There's a rock bee. Haven't broken it open yet. But they look like that. And they contain like the vanilla bees, or not vanilla bees, but like they're not very special. They're just average bees. But basically you need to scoop those out, and this one bee called the Valiant bee, I believe it was nocturnal. It's a rare drop from a hive, and I went around a huge area finding bees so I could breed enough, but one of them was that, so I bred it in, basically mixed it with another cultivated princess I had, mixed it in because it was a drone, and then you get sort of a mix, and if you're lucky, it'll have that trait, and one of the drones did, so then I kind of kept breeding until, like, let's see, this thing actually shows you how many cycles this has been. Where is it? 26 generations, so that's just this one. Some of them are much longer. Basically, eventually got that trait to stick. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of topics on bee breeding on the forums, but basically how it works is there's active and inactive, and whatever's in the active column is what's actually used by the bee when it's being in the hive. But ideally you want them the same, because if they're not the same, then the offspring could take one or the other. And it's kind of a square. Oops. It's kind of a square how it works. If you look at it like this, so the princess or the drone is up. These are two columns, and here's the rows. So say it's a common bee. This column's common, and this column's common, and this one's like a cultivated bee. So this row is cultivated, and this row is cultivated. So you're basically gonna get a cultivated common mix in the four. Each one has like a 25% chance of being picked. So there's like it's active here, it's inactive here, and this one's active and it's inactive. And so it's kind of random. It might get, both of their actives, both of their inactives, and then, it's kind of a 25% chance on stuff. But, if one of your bees has it in both columns, then that's, even better. So basically what you want to do is go through and, that other bee went into my backpack. Try to find a bee that has good traits, and then you just breed it with the best other bee you have until it kind of sticks. And you ideally want them purebred, so that it's not like a mix of two types of bees. It's just one bee. And then like if you breed a princess of common with a drone that's common, it's going to be common because everything's common. But if their traits are different, like those will mix as well. So it just takes a really long time until you lock one down. So these ones aren't quite there. As you can see, one of the drones is good. That's what I want. Long life, nocturnal, and fast. The other one is missing. Yeah, see, this inactive was wrong. So this drone I won't use, but these ones I'll put back together. And I'm going to do this until it sticks and I get two drones that are the same. Because sometimes when it dies, you'll get a princess and a two drone stack. And when they're stacked, that means they're exactly the same, and that's what you want. So what I've got in here is bees that I've gotten to where I want them. They have long life, they're fast, and they are nocturnal. So, and everything is both active and inactive in those. So they're like, basically that's my ideal bee. It's a cultivated bee that, it's got all the traits I want. So that's what I started automating. So get honeycombs, because I need to make those capsules for my peat bog. So this subsystem is pretty simple. There's someone on the forums that posted theirs, and I basically copied it. It's just a sorting machine for each hive, and then the green is for drones. Drones go out in the bottom, and since the sorting machines are smart, and if there's something already here, the green will just come up and go out here. And this is my surplus drones chest. As you can see, there's a few in there, but you can do other stuff with extra drones, like you can melt them down for DNA and stuff. I haven't got into that yet, but I'll probably put a barrel there. Or I guess a barrel won't work, but I'll put something there that's bigger. But anyway, drones go green, honeycombs are purple, and there's no actual color for purple. It just goes up to the top. That's up to a chest up in my bee room up there. And then everything else goes blue, and everything else includes princesses. So they go up here if it's full, which it never will be, because only one princess is ever made, and there's always a space once it despawns. So princesses just loop up back into the top, because that's the closest blue inventory that can hit. And here's a cool thing I didn't know about. Micro blocks, like a cover, it can be in the same like block as a pipe, and it can be used to separate them. So if I didn't do that, then they'd connect, which is not what you want, especially for something like this. So you can just place it like that. You shift place it, and boom, nice separator there. So it's nice that it's within the same block boundary, because you can make covers and stuff, like, you can do that. It's just pretty snazzy. But that's the automation. Just two for now, because I've only gotten two. Like, these are my two, fast, long life, and nocturnal. Everything else over here I'm working on. They're almost there, but a few of them aren't long life yet. So I'm mixing in like a drone that has active and inactive long life with a princess that doesn't have both, and that just increases my chances. So I'll just keep breeding until I get them, and then I'll add more slots onto here. But what I want to do today, After I explained all of what I've been up to. Oh no. I ran out of power. What I want to do today is set up my automation for making those capsules out of the beeswax. Because that's going to be very necessary. And it's nice to have an extra surplus of those because it's hard to use up. I have a hard time justifying tin for cans because it just gets deleted when you use it or empty the can unless you use a transposer, but it's not always the best option. Oh, and another thing is this honey. If I get enough honey, I can replace water in my fermenter. It can also take honey, and that's a multiplier, so it's like gonna give me 50% more, which will. This is actually, it's filling up, so I don't need that much more, but it would just be nice to use all the products anyway. I'm just gonna charge this guy up. Don't really need it right now anyway. But yeah, so this automation. What I want to do is I would like to get the products out of here because I just have the honeycombs going straight to the centrifuge because it goes fast enough. I think that it's never gonna get clogged up, and when it does, I'll just put a buffer in between or something, a barrel that holds all the honeycombs. And I only have one type of honeycomb now, but eventually I imagine I'll have more than one type. Like if I want honeycombs to make rubies or something crazy, I can come in here and I can sort those out in the future. But anyway, so this is going to centrifuge out honeycombs. And then what I'll do is I want to have a sorting machine pull the stuff out, put it into barrels, I think. Or maybe for now I'll just craft all the beeswax into capsules because I don't need it for anything else. What can you use this for besides capsules? I'm curious. Waterproof, helmet casts. Oh yeah, all sorts of casts. You can make torches, huh? I don't think I would do that. Scented paneling. I don't have a way to get royal jelly or pollen yet. That's another type of bee. You need these to make the alvearies, which are like the multi-block apiary structure. What is this? Candles? Oh, that's cool. Alright, so nothing else that I need right now. Maybe the pipe waterproof, because that takes cactus, but I stopped using the Buildcraft pipes for liquid. I started using the Liquiducts because they're so much nicer, and you can turn them on and off easier and stuff like that. Anyway, so let's set up this sorting machine. I just thought I'd craft one here instead of having it ready beforehand just to show the recipe. Let's see, filters. So there's a couple of those. Now I want to make sure that I can feed stuff in properly. I guess what I'll do is put it into a chest and then use an auto crafting table. So there's my chest. And now we need an auto crafting table. Oh, that's simple. No problem there. Boom. So what I'll do is I'll have the sorting machine. I would like to have it on the back, but if the problem with that is it's going to pull out that direction, like that way, so maybe I'll do it on the side. Does that look funny? Kind of. I can almost cover that up with the panels. I don't know what my plan is for this area either. Like, I kind of want the front of this to all be the machines, so I can kind of take a look at them and see how they're working. But maybe I'll just put glass around it and not really care what it looks like and just have it sort of a open factory type design, because I think it's cool to see stuff moving around and working for sure, but also still look kind of aesthetically pleasing. But I think this will be fine. Since we're kind of moving things from left to right, why not have this here? And my screwdriver so I can rotate it. Oops. Because I need something to pull these out, and I also need to sort them, so I made so much pipe because I had to go all the way from down there. It goes underground and then it goes up, comes out here. Alright, so what I can do, actually, if I move this up one, then I could have this coming up the side and going down into barrels. That might be cool. It's a hard decision. I think I'd like to have some barrels here to hold at least the liquid honey until I start doing something else with it. So, oh, but I can only fill that from the top, so I'd have to go into the ceiling and there's stuff up there. We can do this for now. That's fine. I always miss the one I want. There we go. Alright. Boom. And up. And I can do my barrels. Oh, that actually works great. Oh, that's perfect. And I just need to grab one of these. Oop, whole stack. And I'll do always on. Anything you can. Oops. So now, oh, I have to give this guy power. I didn't think of that. Oh, that sucks. I'll have to make that. But let's keep going, and then I'll cut and make that after. Alright, and so then I've got this, and then next thing I'm going to do is chest. This is going to hold the beeswax. Now, will an auto crafting table use barrels? Because that would be the best if I could do that. Let's check it. Let's check it out. I don't think this will work, but we can give it a shot. Why not try it? And I believe I have to pump that with a redstone engine and a wooden pipe for it to actually craft. So, wooden pipe, where are you? Yes. Okay, one of those guys, redstone engine, and a lever. I'm glad I sorted all of this out. Makes it so much easier. Oops, there we go. Okay. So, wooden pipe, redstone engine. Will this work? Not that way. That would do almost nothing. Lever. And I'll probably clean this up later. I just want to check this. Will this craft? I don't think this is actually going to work. Oh, whoa. It is working. That's awesome. This is working out great. This is perfect. Okay, and it's actually, my capsules have to go up here. This goes to the auto crafting table for, let's get up there. I need to get my jetpack. Yes, so as you can see, this thing is running out. It is not happy about... Let's make this faster. It's not happy about this shortage here. Oh, did I break this? I think something's wrong here. Sand, dirt. Oh, it's low on dirt. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It does not like that. I was gonna grab dirt, but we'll fix this. We'll fix this first. So instead of this recipe, I want to use the recipe with water. And so I'm gonna need to grab one water capsule. Let's do a couple here. A few of those. So I'm gonna have to change up my system, how it works here. We're basically gonna have to say, this is gonna work the same, because this will fill them up fine. I'll just say wax capsule. Instead of empty bucket, oh, I need one of those. I'm gonna say pull out the empty wax capsule. It's gonna fill it up. Oh, what? That's why it got clogged up. What the hell? I think I screwed this up. I think what happened was I broke this by mistake, and then I let some water kind of flow around and I messed with stuff a bit. I don't know how that happened. I really don't know. It must have gone through here somehow. Okay, so that's perfect, and I'll just change this recipe to use this one. Now that makes 8. So there's stuff in there. I'm gonna grab some dirt. Okay, threw some dirt in there, and it made some stuff. Let's see it go. It's gonna pop it out. Yep, there it is. Made a bunch. Awesome. And so this will fill my new capsules that get pumped into the bottom via green. It'll go through here, it'll come out here, this will happen, and that'll all be good to go. So now all I have to do is get this output up there. And what I like to do is, I don't know how to quite do this. Like, here's the thing is, I somehow want to say, if there's none left, then I should put some up there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to simply turn all my beeswax, or send all my capsules up there, because that'll just fill the whole thing up. So what I think I'll do is I'll change it from... There's a chest there right now. And I'll change it to be a buffer. What? Minecraft. Oh, Minecraft crashed. Anyway, I was gonna make a buffer. And a buffer is like, it's just like a chest. Except for one important fact, which is that... What's happening? One important fact, which is each side acts like a different inventory. So it's pretty neat and it's handy. So it basically means that one item can't fill up the chest because it's got a bunch of different faces. Like, for example, each side corresponds to one of these rows, except this side has access to all of them as if it was one chest. So that side will have to face the crafting table, auto crafting table I should say. So this guy is going to get replaced by that thing, and that means that all the water capsules will be on one row, all the empty water capsules will be on another row. I don't know which one. The bottom one, whatever the bottom one corresponds to, and then the dirt and the sand will be also in that row. So the idea being, the thing that Red Power sees on the tube coming from this crafting bench, or the barrel where I store the capsules, it'll say, oh, that's full, so I won't put anything there. And that's the way I'll regulate it. So basically, it'll always keep that buffer's row filled with empty capsules, which will be a lot, but I mean, once it's full, it only uses one every so often, so that's fine. So I think that's how I'll do it. So let's do this then. So this has to be like this, but it can actually come up from behind, which might serve our purposes a little bit better. So let me do that. Oh, it's bouncing. It's having a good time. I'm actually gonna throw this down and just use it. Drop some stuff off here. Get out of my inventory. Don't need you right now. Okay. So, our friend the redstone engine. That's wrong. Yes, this guy. You're gonna go here, and you're gonna go here, and you're gonna go here. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so that works. And I'm gonna have to buildcraft pipe those up into a barrel. And that barrel's gonna sit here. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna go grab some buildcraft stuff. I stopped using the buildcraft stuff mostly because I found the red power stuff to be just so much more reliable. Like I've never, with red power, like you will never lose an item. With buildcraft, they work, but if they don't work, then stuff pops out, and if you don't realize that, like it'll just despawn, which is kind of not as much fun as you'd think. So this is gonna do that. Oh, nope, nope. Yep, there they go. Awesome, awesome. That is just good news. And so we are going to get ourselves this sorting machine. And if I'm correct, well, actually, you know what? I have no idea if this is gonna work. Let's check. Let's check, because I hope it can pull them out of the side. If not, then it's gonna be a fun time to fix that, because my below has the conduits. Let's see if it works. Alright, I will just give me some of those. What? Where'd they go? What? Why? Okay. Whatever. Whatever, man. Oh, no power still. Oh, there they went. I have to go do that. Be right back. Look at that beeswax. So good. Oops. Anyway, power's hooked up. I just found my bat box from the peat farm. Ran some jacketed wire. Stuff's cool. It's just covers in a blue alloy. It's a lot nicer than the normal wire because you can run it basically just like a pipe, which makes it much better than that stuff that only can stick to the walls. I always found that hard to wire up in a complicated situation like this. I'm gonna conceal all that later. But so this is working. Production line is going. We've got ourselves some capsules. This thing is set to green. Anything. And it doesn't look like it's working. Now, don't know what's going on here. Those are going in. But they weren't. They're not incrementing. It's using it up. Oh, wait. Oh, the number just isn't working. Number. Whatever. Okay, so. Oops. I always use the wrench. And I shouldn't be using the wrench. Problem is, this guy doesn't like being right there, so that's okay. We'll just put it behind, or I guess below, but that won't work either. Huh. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to move those wires because that's gonna be the only way that'll be like that. That's unfortunate. We'll just put it. I shouldn't have done this. This was kind of a silly way of doing it. I shouldn't have had this run way behind here. I might fix that in the future. So this is the barrel that needs to go around. Because this is pretty janky. I don't like having to do this. Not at all. But I will think on this and reconfigure it, I am sure. I'm sure of it. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Because I want to be able to grab capsules for like other stuff that I just need them for. So I'd like to have that barrel there. Alright, so that's cool. And now this guy is going to probably have to run behind. And I'm going to put micro blocks all over this so it's nice and slick at the end. Where's my pneumatic tubes? Alright, tube here. Going up. And I have to get it to here. And those are going to link up, so what we do in that situation, we go like this. And we make ourselves a cover. And we go like this. Boom. No problem. We can actually do that. Part of the fun of this mod for me is just like figuring out how to wire all this stuff up. Because it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to do. And I know that's looks like it's hooking up. It's not actually hooking up, but just so we're sure we can do that. Now, will this work? No, it has to go on the front. We'll figure something out for that. It's kind of cool to see it moving there though. But these will work for sure. You can do that, and that's no problem. But I keep getting off topic. I apologize. So those go up there. Now it's going to hook up to the side of the engine. Kind of looks weird, so why don't we just do that? Okay. Sorting machine now. I know I'm using a sorting machine for this. It's not the best use of a sorting machine, but I did want to color them green. It's actually pretty silly, so I might change that as well. It's just what I happen to have. I could use a timer, I could use something like that, but maybe in the future this won't be a chest. This won't be a barrel. It might be a chest. And I might want to send my B product somewhere else, so that'll be good to have. It's pretty overkill right now, but that's fine. I'm aware. Do not worry. And we can get power to it, just like if I can just get around this. We'll go here, like this, and like that. And then we can hook this back up. Gonna fill up. And there it goes. Oh yeah, those are going up. Let's go see. Everything should be working. Now, right now it's gonna send all of them because we didn't replace it with the buffer yet. Let's do that. And then I think that's probably gonna be the end of this episode. I know it went kind of long, I apologize, but I usually do stuff ahead of time, but I thought it might be cool to just show how I troubleshoot, how I do my own, how I kind of do my stuff. But it doesn't have to be this way for every episode. So please, if you prefer the videos where I just kind of show what I've done off, and that takes usually a little bit because I don't do these very often. I'd like to do them more, and I'll try to do them like once or twice a week, probably once a week. But if you prefer the longer videos, or sorry, if you prefer the videos where I just kind of show my stuff off, then let me know, because I'm happy to do those as well. Just gonna wait for that capsule. Come on. All right. So that goes here, and now the site I want to see all the stuff is that guy, because he needs to be able to pull everything. So I hope it works. Will it work? Oh, no, I need this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, if they're in separate... Yep. That's really, really good news. So, I should be seeing some green I'm curious what side the bottom faces. So I'm gonna go throw those in the barrel and just have it pump them back up. Let's do this. There we go. It's going. It is on the way. Okay, it's that one. Bottom is that one. So everything's actually going to be there. So this is good because that means there'll be kind of one space for everything. None of these should fill up, and if they do and there's extra, it's just going to head down to the chest way over there, which is fine. And if they're filled up all the time, that's great. That's good for me. Now, unfortunately, this is broken now because it can't fill them up. Oh, I didn't think of that. Damn. This side can see them all. It needs to. This side is only wax capsules. This side can't fill them up. That is just unfortunate. Oh, this is a non-issue. I just need to feed this guy the wax capsules, the empty wax capsules. That is not the chest. Let's fix that. So we will just do this. Now that is the accuracy accumulator. The other guy is right above it. Oh. We might have to get rid of that water block and put it somewhere else. Okay. Oh, this is peat. Dang. Or that's bog earth. Alright, be right back. I'm gonna figure this. Alright, it's fixed. Basically, I just have the pipe coming up there. So, and a cover beside, so I'll just set the bottom as the input, the red input. Or sorry, it's gonna be the blue input. And that should be good. Now, did that connect up? Yeah, it did. Okay, so that goes here. So the cans, or the capsules, will end up there. Let's just make sure that is what is actually going to happen. There it goes. Did it show up? Yep. Filled it up, sent it out. And did it make one? Yep, perfect. So the system is back in action. It's actually nicer now because I don't have that wire coming out. Didn't need the timer. That was nice because now it's hooked straight up. Capsules come up, they get filled, they show up in here. I might as well throw this in. And we can just demonstrate that a little bit more. And it's basically gonna send it up until these are filled. It's gonna back the system up until these are all filled with water capsules, and the dirt's all depleted. So basically, it's gonna start. This is gonna get filled. I don't think there'll ever be a situation where we make more peat earth than we can support because I put this stuff in here, but that's gonna like peter out eventually, and what we'll end up with is this thing will be filled with water capsules all the way filled. This will back up, so this will be filled with right here. This will fill up with 64 filled, and so the sorting machine will stop sending empty capsules this way, and that should be the ticket. I think we fixed it. I'm happy about this. I wanted to have this for such a long time. I just haven't got around to the bees. It was pretty time consuming actually. See there, it's already ran out of dirt and sand. So this is awesome. I'm really happy with this. Yeah, I've wanted the bees for a while because this has not been sustainable. It's like nearly sustainable. It's like I have to toss a stack of dirt and sand in there every like hour, so it doesn't like eat it all up. But now Got my honey. It's actually a lot of honey. Eventually I'll pump this out to make liquid honey for the fermenter, but that's going to be take some planning because I think I need to rewire some of this stuff, but I think that's it for now. I apologize for the really long episode, but I'll try to cut it down next time, and I'll try to get more stuff done ahead of time so I can just show it off. But I think it's cool to see how I troubleshoot a little bit. I haven't done much of that, so anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. If you like what you see, give it a like, and leave a comment. I really want to know what people think about a longer episode of me troubleshooting stuff versus episode where I show stuff off. All right, thanks for watching, guys.